Welcome back. Now, the Tamil Nadu Assembly today witnessed yet another walkout by the DMK. Amidst some sensible debate, the Assembly also witnessed a war of words between the members of the ruling AIDMK and the rival DMK. And it seems that when the opposition is denied a chance to speak, it will resort to a walkout. Our principal correspondent, Peer Mohammed, has this report. Another democratic protest marked the day when the DMK staged a walkout in the Assembly today, which is the first day that they attended the House after a week-long boycott. Bodyline was very much at play in the Tamil Nadu Assembly. No, not the Australian cricket style of bodyline, but the political kind. State Local Administration Minister KP Munnusamy took exception to the DMK Legislative Party Deputy Leader Durai Murugan's body language. The senior DMK leader pleaded innocence. And then, when an AIDMK member accused the previous DMK regime of lacking vision, angry words were flung back and forth. Finally, the DMK decided to walk out, saying that they were denied a chance to express themselves. But those present in the Assembly reaped a rich harvest. K.A. Sengotian, the Agriculture Minister, in fact said that soon farmers will have a say in fixing the market price for their produce under a new system.
மொத்தத்தில் 45 இடங்கள் பயன்பாட்டிலே இல்லாத நிலை ஒழுங்குமுறை விற்பனை கூடத்திலே இருக்கிறது. இதையெல்லாம் சரி செய்ய வேண்டும் என்று மாண்புமிகு புரட்சித்தலை அம்மா அவர்கள் ஆணையிட்டிருக்கிறார்கள். அதன் அடிப்படையில் வேளாண்மை வாழுகிற விவசாயிகளை இதிலே பங்குதாரர்களாக உருவாக்கி அந்த ஒழுங்குமுறை விற்பனை கூடங்களை சிறப்பான முறையில் பணியாற்றுவதற்கு அரசு முனைப்பாக செயல்படுத்தும்.
அரசின் அனுமதி இல்லாமல் தனியார் அந்த விதைகளை விற்று கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள் என்று நான் சொல்லவில்லை. அரசளவில் இந்த பிடி பயிர்களை ஊக்குவிக்க கூடாது என்று விவசாயிகள் விரும்புவதால் அரசளவில் அதை செய்யவில்லை. சில விவசாயிகள் தாங்களாக விரும்பி தனியாரிடம் விதைகளை வாங்கிக் கொண்டு அந்த சாகுபடி செய்கிறார்கள் என்று தான் சொன்னேன்.
Chief Minister Jayalalitha has already announced an ambitious plan to increase food grain production to 115 lakh metric tons, which is some 30 lakh tons over last year's production. However, the DMK's politics of walkouts to get public attention will be a recurring phenomena similar to the AIDMK's walkouts in the past. In Chennai, with Peer Mohammed, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu. Well, Chief Minister Jayalalitha today assured in the State Assembly that the state government will not notify Tamil Nadu State Agricultural Council Act introduced in 2009 by the previous DMK government. Now, the act of the earlier DMK regime had defined graduates of agricultural universities as agricultural practitioners. Now, the act also said that those who did not study in the state agricultural universities cannot call themselves agricultural practitioners. Now, this act had invited the anger of traditional farmers and development activists across the state and forced the then regime to keep this act on the back burner. Now, when the CPI member Guna Sekharan raised this issue today, Chief Minister today told the House that the act will not be notified by the AIDMK government. She in fact added that the government will look at legal steps to scrap this act if necessary. Now, around 10,000 residents of Kudankulam were on a fast against the upcoming nuclear plant. Now, yesterday, the village Gram Sabha passed a resolution asking the centre to shut the plant down. Now, Kudankulam residents instead want renewable energy projects. Residents want the government to invest in solar, wind and wave energy projects. Now, Chief Minister Jayalalitha today launched extension of the state government's welfare schemes to Sri Lankan Tamil refugee camps across the state. Now, the welfare schemes including old age pension, 4-gram gold for poor brides, revolving fund for women self-help groups, scholarships for first-generation graduates are extended to Sri Lankan Tamil refugees for the first time in the history of Tamil Nadu. Now, Chief Minister today gave away assistance to several beneficiaries living at camps across the state. Meanwhile, pro-Tamil groups in Tamil Nadu are spearheading a campaign to save 3 convicts facing a death penalty in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case. Now, of course, on Tuesday, MDMK chief Vaiko met them at the Vellore jail. While the president has rejected their mercy pleas, Vaiko has asked Chief Minister Jayalalitha to do everything possible to lift the death penalty. Now, he argues that these convicts have been found guilty on the basis of confessional statements secured under TADA. allegedly under threat and torture.
We have met Perarivalan, Sandan and Murugan, who have been condemned to death by the rejection of their mercy petitions, which were submitted to Her Excellency, the President of India.
Now up in just a few seconds from now, mile high in the sky, these paramilitary personnel dazzle the observers. We'll get you a glimpse of their stunts on the other side. Keep watching.